And we're up.
All right. Welcome back to Drakkenheim. Last time, you guys rushed your way to Shepherd's Gate, where the Silver Order had finally attacked, hoping to break through and start setting the city on fire and getting rid of all the delirium. The Hooded Lanterns, uh, and the Hooded Lanterns wanting to preserve the city, uh, clearly fought back. And since you guys were attempting to align yourselves with the Hooded Lanterns in some fashion, um, you jumped in on their side. Some of you went to the garrison to help uh, fight off some of the people who had snuck in and were setting things on fire. And some of you went to the gate in an attempt to help staunch the flow of Silver Order flowing into the city. And you were able to shut the gate again and sort of save the day, ending the battle. There was still some fighting to be done, but without their support being able to get in, they knew they would need to retreat and think of another plan. So after a little bit of fighting, continuing and whatnot, excuse me, the uh, the people at the gate, um, most of them, there are still some on watch. Clearly, don't want to get a surprise attack, but most everyone is trying to make their way back to the garrison to regroup and get new orders and see what's happened, get news of the battles and whatnot. So I will bring you all to that map. And yes, I doubled the size of the map, but I have not done dynamic lighting on it yet. So enjoy being able to see things. But yeah, as Amnar and Bull walk towards the garrison, you see Finch and Knox still helping to put out some of the smaller remaining fires. Um, and you guys know that uh, Hudson is somewhere inside, likely trying to help with healing people and whatnot. So, as you guys meet up, you can share your stories of what's happened, what you've seen, and everything. But yeah, you guys can make your way on into the garrison where most people seem to be meeting up.
So quick name refresher. So Ansem and Petra are the commander's children, right?
Correct.
Okay. And then Rain. Have we met Rain?
Yeah, she was uh very early, very early on. She was stationed in Emberwood Village, and sort of, I don't remember exactly what it was, but she was there. You guys talked to her. It was a thing.
And then River and Runeweaver.
They're from the Amethyst Academy.
No,
Um,
I remember them. I just wanted to be.
oh, yeah,
Does
if you
that?
recall, the last time,
Yeah, Finch. Do you need to like put on a hat or something?
Oh yeah, I was like covering my face or something before. Like I had my hood over. I quickly put my hood over my face as I noticed room over there.
Oh, it's one day I was.
yeah, and but as you recall, Runeweaver was with the Hooded Lanterns attempting to broker a peace of some sort. Clearly, that did not go over well. Um, so yeah, he was here as a representative of the Amethyst Academy, but the Amethyst Academy as a whole did not have time to come for any sort of support. River was in Amberwood Village, so she was able to get here pretty quickly, um, especially as an apprentice to Eldrick.
All right. Finch, are you covered up as. Man, this stinks though, because you're not going to be able to sort of be the face character.
Yeah.
Can you put on a convincing fake voice?
Right. It's the Finches without the
Really?
Finch.
Really, my voice has changed in 15 years, yeah?
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, you can always do performance checks, I guess, or deception checks. Probably would be more accurate.
Important question. Is Finch your real name? Like,
Last name, yeah. Jack Finch.
so
I go back and
did you introduce us as the Finchettes or whatever at any point to the Shepherd's Gate people?
Probably.
Most certainly.
This could be very interesting. All right then.
you throw on your, you've still got that hat? You throw that on and turn into Jupiter Jones or something.
I'm not the one who needs to hide my identity. Are you saying you want to turn into Jupiter Jones?
I'm saying, like, lend me the hat. I'll turn into Jupiter Jones for a minute.
Yeah.
It's an attunement
Pretend-
item, though.
Oh,
That,
need
that'll
an hour
happen
to.
then.
Attune to Jupiter Jones then.
Wait, is he still a statue?
Yes.
We're determined
Yes.
that he's a lost cause. There's nothing we can do
Okay.
for him.
Right. He's gonna have to be a statue forever.
It's probably the best use of him as a person.
Isn't it just like a second or third level cleric spell to undo it?
Probably.
Nope, nope, it's forever.
I think we concluded that, and then we thought, oh, we can't find a cleric like that.
It could.
Yeah, but
It could be done, but you did leave him in the gardens, so you would have to go back there.
Right.
Oh yeah, no.
Let's just forget about it. There's no possible way to find a cleric that can help.
Nock has in no way forgotten about it, but is very much of the like, I'm gonna do literally everything else I want to do in this entire city,
Right.
and then on my way out, I'm gonna go
Right.
go help
Very
Jupiter
last
Jones.
thing.
Literally
Maybe.
the last thing I want to do. I also have to unattune from something eventually.
Yeah.
or lie on two to more things than three.
So anyway, as you guys walk in, your actions, both at the garrison and at the gate, did not go unnoticed. Especially Bull, as he was very,
Yeah.
very large.
Very hard to miss.
So as you walk in, everybody make perception checks.
Strong start coming in under 10.
Right.
I got you guys.
No, it was not a difficult check. You guys do see the Lang twins speaking with the River and Eldrick. They, despite the victory, they do not look happy. The the twins in particular look pretty upset.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
they notice you, you as a group, and wave for you to come over.
I don't even notice that. I'm just focused on Eldritch Dreamweaver. Like I don't even see them waving at me.
Wait, was it the Langs or the Amethyst Academy that wait?
They're talking together, but the Langs specifically ask you to come over. But yeah, you can sort of join their little makeshift huddle if you'd like.
Sure. Knock will come up and Shadow Knock will come up.
Finch is keeping his distance. Amnar, are you distracted by something at the gate or?
I was.
It's probably a
Yeah.
rat.
It was a grasshopper. Sorry.
All right. So yeah, as you guys approach, um, the Langs will look to you and they'll nod and they'll say, uh, "You guys, you've saved us once again. Without you, this whole thing could have been lost. The You put out some fires, and maybe more importantly, you cut off their what word am I looking for? Um, Not reserves. Their
Air Sport.
yeah,
Main force.
yes, thank you. They could not continue flooding our city with soldiers once you shut the gate. Um, this could have been this was bad, but it could have been much worse.
We also got quite a few of their griffins killed and took out an ambush on the way into the city.
I
Oh,
think I mutter under my breath. Maybe we'll get a thank you card this time.
you how were you able to get rid of all their griffins? We thought they'd have more. We did notice that. What'd you do?
Turns out certain denizens of the city find the griffins delicious.
They look a little horrified at that. What?
That is all. That
I
is all you
mean,
need
you
to
were
know.
just going to let them go to waste.
Like you have an untapped resource in your city. You're not even using it right. And we, heaven forbids, chose to use the resource right and wiped out a lot of the griffins.
What resource are you talking about?
We'll share that in future tactical considerations.
Really, that's our problem now because we've taken over it. And if you don't even remember what you've lost, then it wasn't even that important.
Oh, we've lost much.
I see that.
Downer.
We've lost a lot. Um, Chief among them, our father's been captured. He was outside the gates when they were shut, keeping a lot of reinforcements from coming in. We don't blame you. They would have overwhelmed him eventually, regardless. But he's been captured. And Eldrick Runeweaver will step forward just a little bit, and that's what we've been discussing. We need to find a way to get him back. Without him, the Hooded Lantern, without any leadership, the Hooded Lanterns will fall and disperse. They need someone to look to. he was his passion, his loyalty to this city is what was holding them together. If he falls, the Hooded Lanterns will eventually go with him. And then it won't matter that we successfully defended the city. The Silver Order will be able to just stroll in. It's
So,
just a waiting game now.
above table question. So they sent us with letters, but are the Falling Fire and the Queen planning to do anything? Was that something they had laid out before we left?
The Falling Fire and the Queen of Thieves had a they're forming an alliance, for sure. With their main goal being the Queen's main goal being to get to the castle, sit on the throne, get the wish, whatever. The Silver Order, not the Silver Order, I'm sorry, the Falling Fire wishes to protect the city, but more importantly, to protect the Delirium. And with the Queen, if she gets on the throne or whatever, she'll recognize the Falling Fire as a legitimate religion, and taking them off of cult status and probably helping their religion to grow a great deal. Something the Silver Order, another thing the Silver Order wants to prevent.
So all this to say, so Amethyst Academy has limited resources in the city. The Hooded Lanterns just got their butts kicked. This would be a great time to tap in some of the Queen of Thieves and Falling Fire people to help us set up a rescue, which would also help us when we then say, hey, we've got this plan we want you to be a part of.
Yeah. The it, just as a if you're are you saying all this still above table, or were you saying it sort of in character?
No, that was above table because I don't know that historically we have
Yeah,
had trouble
I mean,
with Ansem and Petra having sufficient sway within their own organization. And I don't know that we want to lock and load them with our most important information, not knowing for sure if they can actually help us with it. If that makes sense.
yeah. I mean, I won't say they're not they're they do have sway. They do have I don't know. They're respected, um, partially for who they are, partially for who their father is. Um, but even in the past, like they had people on their side, people willing to go and fight with them, even against the commander's orders. But when it comes to it, the Elias Drexel was still in charge. Um,
So here's a really good question. Another good above question table first. Where is Oscar Yoren?
that seems like a question you should maybe ask not above table.
Just wanted to get it on our radar. Okay.
It's
Do y'all
not
think we
it's not super exciting, but
do y'all think we should
above
trust them with some of this information? Maybe just to say like we have allies that we can perhaps call in.
Yeah, something like that, maybe.
right. Um, so Nock looks very concerned and says, well, then it seems that our timing might be particularly fortuitous. We were on our way to talk to your father about possibly an offer of mutual support between certain figures in the city that wanted him and the Lanterns to be a part of it. It's possible we might be able to leverage some of those resources for a tactical extraction that could perhaps rescue your father without having to fight our way through every last Silver Order soldier first.
Um, yeah, they'll all look at you and say, "Whoa, there's there are others who wish to help." Um, that's very welcome news. We were developing our own plan, uh, a bit of a stealth mission, as it were. Um, we we saw all the work you did, and we were going to ask you to join in on it. Um, Eldrick seems to think that there's a way we could get rid of the entire Silver Order in one strike with just a small team. But if there are others willing to help, maybe that would give us more options.
Nock's brain instantly goes, oh crap, Eldrick either has or is trying to invent a delirium nuclear bomb.
Oh boy.
You're not wrong.
God.
Great. That's what this city needs. Another impact site.
Right.
I mean, it's no secret that they've been studying it
Right.
and they've been
course, though.
infusing their magic with it, and
It's the next logical step. I mean,
yeah, you're not totally wrong.
delirium super weapon.
I think Nog is definitely going to look at Runeweaver and say, that sounds suspiciously like drastic measures. Something that perhaps is not going to leave that section of the city intact.
Well, fortunately, their base camp is outside of the city, far away from here, from anyone that we would consider allies, any civilians.
This sounds like
They're
something that's going to render the land uninhabitable for generations.
We've not yet been able to test it to see what it does.
He looks at
This
the
would
Lang twins and goes, you'll notice that wasn't a no. Why don't we maybe try to brainstorm something a little bit less cataclysmic first? I think we might have ways of more mundane ways of driving out the Silver Order, or even maybe a political solution that simply makes the city unviable for them. But all of that relies on rescuing Drexel.
I would like all of you to
He
make.
really wants to try this bomb, doesn't he?
I would like all of you to make perception checks.
And then a dexterity save.
I just want to highlight that I do, in fact, have proficiency. No, I have expertise in perception, and I've rolled a 6 and a 7 so far tonight.
All right.
Let's go.
Um, so everyone but Knock, um, you're going to see sort of out of the corner of your eye, uh, just a few feet away from you, just outside the circle, that Rain Highlash. Um, Talking about this new potential weapon, she sort of uh, ever so slightly stiffens up a little bit, um, notices that you guys have noticed her, and specifically Hudson there. Uh, she gives you a wink and then sort of walks away.
Oh no, absolutely not. Somebody shoot that woman in the foot.
And she's gone before you can even react.
Of course.
And
Will someone please notice
the
this out loud so I can talk about it?
oh, um because as she leaves and walks away, um another one walks in through the gate.
One of you has to comment on this.
Weren't you just
So,
over there? How did you get? I'm confused. Doc, did you see that?
not for having 4 eyes. You definitely missed it. She can teleport, apparently. I don't know. She must be a mage, because she was to the north and now she's to the south. This is. This hurts my
Um,
head.
So,
Everyone, but before you guys say anything out loud, everyone make a um I guess just a raw intelligence check. Insight or insight. Insight is probably would probably work.
Mm,
Mm.
Insight. Inside check.
16, 15, 4, 19. Just need a knock.
is this something I can roll on? I
Yeah,
didn't see what
insight.
happened.
Oh, right. You didn't notice it. Sorry. I forgot you were the one that didn't notice. Um Thank you for being honest there. But no, all of you, everyone but Bull rolled above a 15. So you guys, especially since you were just talking about it, know that the Queen of Thieves has a hat that lets her disguise herself. And winking at you is certainly something she would do. It would also explain how she knows so much about so many different people if she can just
Mhm.
pretend to be people and get
Just be
close to
there.
all kinds of conversations.
I whispered, "Not that's my girl."
Well, you might have a discussion
My
with her because she
girl.
winked at Hudson, not you.
She has a
Hudson's,
lazy eye. It's.
Hudson's just the one that noticed it the most with his crit, so she chose to acknowledge him. So you can still bring this up out loud if you want, um, but know that you might be telling on the Queen of Thieves if you do.
You know, I'll just ask her for an axe later on. I'll just keep pestering her. Keep using her demon in the sheets for Finch as leverage.
Actually, you know what? That's a fun thing. She did tell you the next time she saw you, she would give you the axe. So you had a high enough perception. You notice that she left it at the corner of that building, just resting against it.
Oh my goodness.
She's a woman of her word. She said the next time she saw you. So yeah, there it is. Um, and I will. I had a item for it. It was the blood game. There it is. Did that pop up for
Blood.
everyone?
Oh, I haven't seen
Blood
this thing since like
gang.
session 1.
Whoa.
And does it have a?
So
Can you
cool.
guys see the description of what it
Yes.
does? Okay.
I like the crit fail.
Yeah, the gambling nature of it is great.
Well, that's what he is, right? That's how you
Right?
got in this
Yeah.
situation. You
The
were a gambler.
gambler.
But I like the idea that you can choose to make it a +1 to a +3. It's up to you. But
Right?
if you die,
Right?
you're more likely to die. Yeah, so now you have that in your in I don't know how to make it an item to click and drag, but I can
Penalty to death saving throws, man. It's fun.
yeah. Um but yeah, I can go in and edit your character sheet later to have that
Perfect.
in some way. But yeah, so fun times.
Definitely gonna come down here, throw my arm over Finch's shoulder, pull my axe. Oh yeah. Thanks to your lady.
And did did you get your uh bonus feat or anything yet?
I'm assuming that
Personal
means my debt's cleared.
Yep. Yep. So you can, if you haven't before, you can take an ability score increase or an additional feat. One of the two. It's not a level up, it's just a minor thing.
So would he have 3 feet or 4 feet after this?
I think I'm
Um,
tall, so 6 feet.
yeah, no, so thank you for keeping me honest on that one. She did say she'd give it to you the next time she saw you. You've got it. Um, but yeah, so the Queen of Thieves now knows that the Amethyst Academy is developing a super weapon. Um, whether or not you guys would have told her doesn't matter. She knows.
Right?
Um, if you want to point this out to these people, you certainly can. They are distracted and did not notice rain coming or going.
So sort of unhelpful for planning purposes, though. So do we just say, "Don't worry, we'll figure it out," and then hope that she's going to help us?
Yeah, I think at this point we just ask for their super bomb, and let's just go plant it in the Silver Order camp and see how many we blow up.
I'm very, very sure that that's going to have horrific long-term consequences. Remember,
You know, I'm a
this
gambler.
this is
I'm all about the short-term
Right.
gains, not the
this
long-term.
this game is fantasy Fallout. This is literally a nuclear bomb.
All right. Well, one's already gone off. Two isn't going to be much different, besides in a new area.
I
Well,
mean,
Nock has a vested
if it,
interest in this area recovering.
if
Well, it's not going to be in the city. It's going to be outside the city. That's like not your problem then.
Right?
I mean, if it creates more delirium, that's something that
Oh, that'd be crazy.
uh that the falling fire would probably be excited about. The Amethyst Academy clearly wants to test a new weapon. The
Uncontrolled
Hooded
delirium
Lanterns,
spread, not good for anyone who wants the city to survive.
I'm just saying that the people you have chosen to align yourselves with don't seem totally against it.
If
I
we
mean,
detonate a
more
delirium bomb,
Surely the queen is not willing to bomb her own area.
Queen's name is Shirley?
It's hard to tell. You guys only saw her out of the corner of your eye, and she was disguised. So it's hard to tell exactly what she may have been feeling about it. But based on your interactions with the queen, at the very least, this is good information for her to have.
I wonder if a delirium bomb going off next to people will make delirium corpses. Like it's just humanoid, but it's just a big. They've been crystallized into delirium.
Right? Delirium shards all over him.
It'll make zombies with delirium shards all over them, and they will kill people.
Oh yeah, that's right. We fought those before.
That could be a good argument against it. Whether it's true or not, you could argue it. They said they haven't tested it. They can't say we're wrong.
Right?
Okay, so do we just want to tell them we'll figure it out? Please don't set off your giant magic bomb.
So again, hold off on the nuclear option.
Um, the they'll all look at you and they'll say, "Okay, um, are you planning to go get our father on your own, or should we wait for you to bring some of the allies you mentioned? Because you will need a lot. We we survived the battle, but they still have more men than us. We will need a lot of allies if we're going to storm their camp."
So here's my thought process above table. Us and whatever the Queen of Thieves comes up with are going to be able to do this in a more subtle way and not necessarily have to fight everything. Because I kind of feel like if we just line up all the pieces on the board and run at the Silver Order, a lot of people are going to die, and I'm not sure that all of our allies are going to be on board for that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I feel like we're having to choose between we figure it out ourselves or Rune Weaver blows them all up. Which doesn't really help rescue their father.
Here's the thing: if we send in all our allies, all these other allied factions are going to be weak. So then, after the war with the Queen of Thieves, we'll just sweep them, and then like whatever complaints they have can just be ignored because we're stronger. And what if we use the Amethyst Academy and the Ratlings to make rat bombs, where we strap bombs to them and just have them charge into the Silver Order ranks to blow up? Suicidal rats.
Even better.
They're smaller bombs, so it's not like it's gonna be devastating like the nuclear bomb they want to
Yeah,
set
yeah.
off. We'll put that on the back burner. Okay, back burner.
I mean, the Eldrick is fairly confident that, based on their research and studies and everything, that the weapon they have would be contained to about the size of their camp, probably.
I'm still not sure. Well, all right, above the table. I feel like the Lang twins are dumb. Because I'm not sure how their plan of let's go set off a giant bomb rescues their father. I feel like River
Well,
and Runeweaver are running them in circles.
their plan was to sneak in, uh, grab their father, leave a bomb there for it to go off once they're in a safe distance with their father. Um, Potentially, they're being followed by a handful of Silver Order, but once the bomb goes off, the Silver Order would likely be distracted to go back and help their allies.
Your daddy get a kiss?
I would, but I'm so far away.
Oh shit.
Okay. Do we feel like we're up to a more subtle extraction?
I'm always up for subtle.
Or worst case scenario, we can at least go out and presumably the queen is around and or has a representative nearby we can talk to and figure out if she can help us at all.
I think I just pat my dog on the head and say, "Go find the cat," and he'll run off, sniffing and smelling.
Okay, so do we tell them right here we're gonna go figure this out?
Yeah, I'm on board with that.
All right. We can always blow them up later. So yeah, that's what we'll say. Our allies have more, potentially have more subtle means of extracting Drexel that won't leave a permanent crater in the Drakkenheim countryside.
Very well. That certainly would be preferable. But even then, once getting our father back is top priority, but just having him back won't solve the Silver Order problem.
I think if we have an opportunity to get all the appropriate parties in a room together, we can make sure that the Silver Order is irrelevant.
Very
But
well.
we need your father back first.
Agreed. Um, We can give you 2 days. We can't let our fathers stay in their clutches any longer than that. If we haven't heard back from you by then, we'll have to do our own. We'll have to go on our own mission.
DM, will there be somewhere we can take a long rest on the way to the Silver Order camp?
If you ask, the roll a insight or survival. All right. You know that in order to maintain a base here, it seems likely the Hooded Lanterns would have to have some way of resting without going to Emberwood Village over and over again. They do send squads there every now and then to get out of the mists, but they would be on a constant loop all the time if they didn't have some way of resting. If you were to ask them, especially after your heroics, they might be willing to allow you to rest. Knowing full well, though, that that will cut into your 2-day time limit.
They don't really have a choice. We've been running ourselves ragged trying to make everyone's deadlines because everyone's just pushing us to do whatever they want.
Yeah, that happens in war.
Having
mean,
forbids,
this
and
has
just give
gotta
me
be, like,
like a day to go on
pretty late
vacation, do what I want.
At this point, we've got to be pretty late in the day too. Like the last time we rested was like back at before we even went to the tower, wasn't it?
I think you've had a long rest since the tower.
Really?
I think we left the tower and went straight to the try and find the queen.
Oh yeah, yeah. Since the tower, I think you rested in the tower, but after, yeah, I don't know if you have had a long rest.
Yeah, this has been like one really, really long day. Like this has to be late at night or something.
Is that a mechanic in D&D, like you're required to take a rest, like you can't just stay awake forever?
Yes,
Okay, yeah.
I don't know how many people follow it or track time
Right.
or whatever.
Well,
Um,
usually
Mostly
there's
because,
enough,
yeah,
fights and stuff that people need to rest, so yeah, they end up resting anyways.
yeah, that is, if you stay up so long, you get levels of exhaustion
Okay, yeah.
and I think there's some sort of rule about needing to take your rests, not wearing armor,
Oh,
um,
that's
because
interesting.
like heavy armor or whatever.
Yeah,
But most people just
yeah.
sort of ignore that. But I mean, it makes sense. Going to sleep in plate mail is not
I
necessarily
guess that would,
easy
yeah.
or comfortable. I think you can. I think the rule is like you can do it once, but not twice, or you take a level of exhaustion or
Huh,
something. I don't
yeah,
know. It's
yeah.
in there somewhere.
It's
I've
a
certainly read
flavor.
it.
Yeah, interesting.
But yeah,
But anyway,
that's hand waved away a lot
yes,
because
yeah. Extra, yeah, nitpicky things.
Here's
though
a
it probably
question.
shouldn't be. That would make ambushes a lot more exciting.
Right?
Well, but the
The
problem
fighter
is
wakes up and is not in armor.
the heavy armor. It's not like one round. It's like an hour to put on. It's like not.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, it's not like, oh,
yeah,
you can put it on during the fight. It's you're gonna
Yeah.
have probably 8 AC.
You just just fight in your underwear. That's
But
the
like I said,
rule.
that would probably make
armor that
road ambushes a lot
thing
more
where
fun.
you can put it on really quick.
A what?
There is a suit
There's
of
like
armor
some
that's like
magical
instant
armor
on.
that has like a property that you can like put on right away.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be cool.
All right,
It's like the Iron Man armor, or whatever.
I have a follow up question.
Yes.
It's not really a follow up; it's just a question. Did Drexel wear the item around the key that he had?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we've seen that.
It was a symbol of his position. He was
It's like his badge or something, isn't
basically
it?
always wearing it.
Yep. The
Okay,
Lord
so we've
Commander's
seen
badge.
that. So maybe when we rest, Hudson should swap in locate object. That'll help us find him in the camp. Because it can look for a specific object you have seen at least once.
Yeah, you definitely would have seen him wearing it when you met him.
All right.
All right.
But yeah,
so,
are you going to request permission to rest here?
Yeah, I guess we ask if there's a way to rest in this location. Also, if there's any supplies we might be able to barter, because I know that they can't necessarily give things away right now.
Why, yes, there are. I don't know if you'll need a ton of them or anything, but they will allow you to rest, taking you into one of these buildings, and there's this looks to be the prison or jail, and it goes deep underground, um, deep, and the dungeon walls are very thick, and the deeper you go,
Delirium moles.
the mist seems to become lighter. The walls here are thick enough to keep it at bay, at least for now. The quarters aren't great, as these are, like I said, this was a prison. Um, there, it's deep dungeons. It's damp and musty. The stone is hard and cold. But there's a couple rollout blankets and some kind of hard pillows. Um, it's certainly not luxury, but you can get a night's sleep here. Um, as for items, they don't have a lot right now, as you said, but they can offer you a handful of healing potions, greater healing potions. Um, but the more you take, uh, roll a d6 for healing potions, and then roll a d4. Actually, hold up. Roll a d8 for healing potions, and a d6 for greater healing potions. Oh wow, great! So
I never roll well on these.
they are willing to offer you 6 healing potions and 6 greater healing potions. That being said, while offering these to you, they will mention that before the fighting commenced, Oscar Yorn fled. So this is all they have left.
You all should have let me shoot him in the leg when I could.
If we let you do that, we wouldn't even have these. So, How much are you willing to take from them?
I mean, I'm sort of
That's
under.
our reward for saving their lives.
Yeah, they're absolutely willing to give you all of them. But looking around, you can see that they have a lot of injured people.
Well, here's a fun question. Before we take this rest, does Hudson have some level 2 and 3 spell slots left?
I would think so.
If he
find
has
out.
Prayer of Healing memorized, he could heal a lot of people.
Oh
I
yeah,
think it's
he's
10
been helping.
people per casting.
I mean, he's been helping do that. We didn't have him do it physically last session because he wasn't here. But he would have been helping people. That's what he went off to do. Even so, they would still have a lot of injured people. But they are able to offer you one more item. Um, one of their higher ranking people, unnamed, don't worry, has fallen, and they had on them a cloak of protection, and they'll offer it to you all as a boon for helping them.
You know, to be a bowl, I think I'll take one of each. No, I don't need all of them, just one of each, so that way I can of one health and one greater healing.
Yeah, you guys can take all of it. They're offering it to you. It's just how greedy do you want to be?
So I'm actually okay on potions. I'm not overflowing in them, but also I almost never take damage. So
I'll take one greater healing potion.
I mean, if Hudson has a level 2 spell slot, I'll shove it in my ring and fill it up to 5 again before a long rest.
Yeah, that's another very good point. Eldrick's here, River's here, Hudson's here. Uh, even Finch has a couple spells. If you wanted your rings filled again, anybody who's used them, now would be a very good time to ask.
I guess I could do that. I do have a level 2 left.
Oh, cool. Well, probably
Do you
healing. That
want
way I can just shove a level 2 healing in it.
a healing spell instead of another fireball?
You know, I got the scroll of fireball I still can use.
Gotcha.
And I
Yeah.
got the level 3 of mass healing word in this ring, and it holds 5, so I can use a level 2.
Or to level 1.
We're gonna go level 2.
You
I'm an
really-
I.
you
I like
like
bigger numbers.
Smite in your ring?
Say that again. Sorry.
You want to smite like a paladin? I can put some smite in your ring.
No, because when I'm raging, it just ends the rage. It's kind of
Yeah.
anti-rage. The healing is just so when we're out of combat, I could just pop a healing instead of having to spend hit dice or something. Like if we don't have time to short rest, I can just pop a healing thing and be done.
So, what level 2 healing spells do you have prepared, Hudson?
Prayer of healing.
Do you have
How's
healing
that?
word? Because a prayer of healing takes
Yeah.
10 minutes, but healing word you can put in at level 2.
Oh, that is true. I do have that one equipped. I know for a fact.
So is there a difference between healing word and mass healing word?
Mass healing word is a much higher level.
Level 3.
It affects a bunch
And
of people.
mass healing word affects a bunch of people. Healing word affects only one person.
Then we're gonna put a healing word level 2 in here, if he lets me.
Cool. Anybody else need their ring of spell storing topped off?
I don't think anyone's used their spells besides me.
I'm definitely gonna be the
Okay.
person who like finally uses them in like the very last battle. Like the earth elemental summoning shard that I kept through all of Ack
Oh,
Inc.
yep.
And the anchor token.
So, if nobody else needs to do any of that, table talk. What is your all's plan? What do I need to be preparing and focusing on for future adventures here?
So we're
So
gonna talk to the queen next, and then from the queen we're gonna split off from that to go on the elite stealth mission to rescue Eliza Drexel from the Silver Order. Is my guess.
Is that something
We're
that
gonna
we could
skip the Durium nuke.
could we even still do that now if we had sent the puppy off to track down Cat?
Uh, it
What
seems.
he's found her.
Are you wanting to talk to her before you long rest?
Yeah, she's gonna catch her before she is just gone, you know.
Okay.
So I guess what we would be wanting from her would be like, we assume she's such a tricksy person that she has some kind of route to help us get into their camp, or like has information or something that's going to help us to not just have to fight our way all the way in.
Oh yeah. She probably does. I mean, especially since the Hooded Lanterns seem to think that they had one. So it would stand to reason the Queen certainly thinks that she would. Um, does your dog have any special abilities in finding people?
Let's see.
Um, or at the very least, can you put his stats up or something?
I feel like usually
I
the
might.
standard Mastiff has advantage on survival checks that involve scent. It's a Mastiff, right?
Right.
Yeah. But I
Keen
mean, just
hearing
as
and
a
smell.
spell, because it's a summoned animal, summoned
Perception
steed.
Perception +3, advantage on perception checks.
Um,
That's fine.
that is
See,
not what his it says in his skill window. It says perception +5. But okay, so nothing specifically makes it like any better. So what I'm going to ask you to do is you can have it make a Sorry, I'm trying to think of what skill to use. If it would be survival.
I think perception, definitely, because he's looking for her and he's smelling for her.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally has an ability called Keen Hearing and Smell that gives it advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing or smell.
See, in the things character sheet, it does not have that. So I don't know where I got this one from, but it just says perception +5. Um, but yeah, you can have it roll perception with advantage. But it will be difficult. She is a tricksy person.
I mean, wouldn't she maybe want to be found knowing we're looking for her?
Maybe. She
Double-
doesn't know you're. For starters, she doesn't know that you're looking for her.
Oh, CJ, you're looking at the 2024. That's why.
Oh, that's gotcha.
Mhm.
Um, but no, a 21 is certainly good enough. Um, can you communicate with the? You can only see out of it, right? Or
I can communicate with the puppy telepathically, but I can't communicate through the puppy.
okay.
But it has a higher than usual intelligence for being fine steed. So
Yeah.
it might be able
Right.
to communicate like drawing the
Yep.
dirt kind of.
Yeah, it can understand language.
So, and it can it send stuff back to you, Finch?
Yep, within
And
1
give like
mile.
impressions or
Okay.
We can communicate telepathically.
Okay. So you can ask it to it finds her. Ruben finds her, and you can ask him to sort of try to get her to follow him. Um, maybe back towards the garrison a little bit into a hidden or a shadowy alley. And you get the impression that from Ruben that she is following. Um, you can make you and whoever wants to speak with her can go speak with her, or if you want to be a little circumspect, you can try to stealth away so that no one sees. Um, yeah, whatever you want to do, you do you do have the option to go and speak with her before you go down into the dungeon to take the long rest and everything.
Okay. Nock, do you want to come as well to kind of discuss these plans?
Yeah.
Does everyone
Or
or
anybody else wanna come?
are yeah, I mean you clearly ask Knock. Are you informing everyone else? Does everyone else want to go? And if you do, are you guys just doing it for everyone to see, or are you going to try to be a little sneaky about it?
You know, I got my axe back. You know, they're going to go deal with it. Bull's just real tired. He's ready for bed. I think he's just gonna stay back and sleep. Cause I got 10 HP. I'm out of rage. I'm out of stones and dirt. I'm out of everything.
I'll say she could also like she doesn't have to appear to us as Rain. She could just like step into a doorway and come back out as random person they're not going to recognize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she would have to sneak back into the garrison. She has exited the
Oh, she's
garrison.
left.
I mean, we could like step outside.
Yeah. Like I said, people will see you do that.
But they know
I
that
don't
we
know if
have
it
someone we're
matters.
meeting with. Like we fully
Yeah.
told
No.
them we're going to go meet with someone.
Yeah, that's like I
Yeah.
said, totally fine. I
I don't
just
think it matters that we try and stealth.
I mean, I'll always
Okay.
try to stealth. You don't have to like convince me, but
He's default
I think we
stealth
can
all the time.
nonchalantly go about our business.
yeah, you can absolutely do it, but yeah, people will see. I don't know if that matters to you all or not, but yeah.
won't see me,
Well,
son.
people might not see knock, but
He's in an alternate dimension now.
Knock is full Batman, just like
Does that thing where you look away for 2 seconds and then he's gone.
I actually have the this really shouldn't be disadvantage. I don't know how to make it stop doing this. I have those boots that are canceling it out.
oh, cool. Um, I will look into that to see if I can fix it.
I think there's a trigger if you open the item. There's something you can like uncheck for stealth penalty.
No, for the heavy.
Yeah, like I said, I'll look into it later. Anyway, you guys are able to go meet the queen. If it's just Finch and Knock, that's totally fine. Um, you find her in a little shady alley away from everyone a bit, and she'll say yes. What did you need?
Well, we want to figure out the best plan to go about addressing the Silver Order and getting Elias Drexel back. And we were hoping that you might have some ideas.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, uh, the while the loss of land would be terribly upsetting, I could care less if the Silver Order all died. And I wouldn't particularly mind if Elias Drexel did either, as long as we get that badge of his first.
The badge is important, but also remember that if if we can bring Drexel back, we can put 4 of the major players in the city at least roughly on the same side of the table against the Silver Order. We can conclusively tell them that Drakkenheim will not be theirs and they will not have a say in what happens here. As far as this delirium bomb goes, so didn't we find out somewhere that delirium spreads?
You know it grows. There is more of it in this city than there should be.
Yeah. So we're not just talking about the loss of some of the land for some time. We're talking about a growing cancer on the side of Drakkenheim that might never go away. Hopefully one day we'll be able to contain, control, and maybe even harness the delirium the way that we would like. But I feel like to do that right now is as good as smashing a second smaller meteor into the side of the town.
You aren't entirely wrong. I think that I might have my own ways of dealing with the threat of delirium. But for
Do
now, that's
Finch's
neither
demon
here nor
senses
there.
tingle when she says that?
Does what?
Do Finch's demon senses tingle when she says that?
Do they?
No.
I have other
You-
ways of containing the delirium.
The two of you, she said maybe. First of all, she said maybe, but you can both do insight checks
Sense motive.
or Arcana if you're better at it, but I doubt it somehow.
Holy crap. I just want to highlight I'm supposed to be good at these things, insight and perception, and I have failed all of them tonight.
Yeah, no. You guys know that she's clearly tricky. Um she used to be a student of the Amethyst Academy. You know that she knows things that she shouldn't know. But you don't have any ideas right now what she might be talking about. Though it may become more clear as things progress. Um, but yeah, she'll say if you don't want to kill them, if you don't want to blow them up, if you don't want to do that, I certainly won't fault you. Um, I'm no, I don't believe in violence for the sake of violence, though it would make things easier. But I can get you to their camp. It would really be no problem. I can make no promises for getting you out.
So maybe to help our chances. Oh, we can talk about this afterwards. So we extract Drexel, and then my vision, but of course relying on the assent of all parties involved, would be that with the Hooded Lanterns, the Amethyst Academy, the Falling Fire, and the Queen of Thieves and her merry men, all aligned against them, we'll be able to pressure the Silver Order away from the city once we've rescued Drexel. We still have the threat of this delirium bomb, potentially, but I think that at a certain point, it just becomes inadvisable for them to continue to try to attack the city.
Until this city has a ruler, until this city has political power beyond its past, beyond the delirium, the Silver Order will not stop. They may be delayed, but they view this city as an abomination to be destroyed. More will come.
Well, we wouldn't have
Until
to
we
delay
can.
them long. Drexel has one of the keys. We know where another is. How many does that put us up to total? 5?
Yeah, you only need, if you can get Drexel's, I think you only need one more.
Theoretically.
It's just the Chancellor's Crest that we're still being.
And I should also mention, you guys could absolutely go to the castle right now. Basically, the castle has defenses, and the more of these things you have with you as you go in, the easier the DCs are going to be. And yes, they are extremely high, but for the hypothetically, you guys could go straight to the castle right now if
But-
you really wanted to.
I mean, all this to say to the Queen, like we could be entering the castle a week from now with as many keys as we can assemble, with 4 of the 5 factions of Drakkenheim roughly in accord. I don't know if there's a more optimal situation to make a run at the castle, but it does rely on getting Drexel out. And it would be nice if it didn't contaminate the city for untold generations.
Like I said, I'm all for that. So if you want, I can show you how to get to their camp, help you send someone with you that might be able to analyze their watch patterns, help you sneak in. But if an alarm gets raised, I can't help you back out.
I think that's the risk we'll have to take.
So is that the plan then? You guys go in maybe with one person from the Queensman and try to stealthily extract Elias Drexel?
Well, I thought what would also help us is maybe for now we pass the hat of disguise that we have to Finch, so Finch can do a little bit of lying and misdirection for us. Um, and between that and hopefully their expertise coming in, and Amnar and I stealthing up the place, um, I mean, I guess we could. The problem is if we ask Rune Weaver for the bomb, that's probably going to mean having to bring one of his people with us, right?
Uh, no, not really.
Huh? I mean, we could take the bomb as
Eldrick
backup.
Eldrick was he. There's no other Amethyst Academy members here.
Ah,
Um, so so if you were questioning whether or not an Amethyst Academy member would go with you, no. Neither he nor River are necessarily built for combat or stealth. Um, However, they would probably insist on a member of the Hooded Lanterns going with you, um, as they don't necessarily trust people with the bomb, but they probably trust the Hooded Lanterns more than you.
so what would be really funny if I trusted the Queen of Thieves more than I do would be to have them give it to Rain, and then like halfway out of the city, we knock Rain out, store in a safe place, and have the Queen continue as Rain holding the bomb. But I don't trust her not to disappear with it on us. I feel like it's too much temptation to put in front of her.
I mean, we could even tell them that we're gonna go along with their plan with the bomb and take the bomb and do something else with the bomb, or even use it as a.
That's exactly why they would insist on a Hooded Lantern member going with you.
I mean, as long as it's not someone who's gonna like. My concern is it's someone who's not gonna listen to us and is gonna set the bomb off according to their own internal thought process.
That would be a risk you'd have to take if you wanted the bomb.
I'm not that committed to it. Um, does anyone have any interesting items that we've been sitting on that might help us think this through?
I mean, if we were worried about the influence over whoever the person is, there's a lot of spells that we could do, like charm person and command and stuff. To
Oh, that's something I should mention. You were going to give the hat of disguise to Finch for a bit so he could disguise himself and do things. Totally fine. Um it is unlikely to work against the Langs or River and Eldrick, as they would be they're intelligent enough to know that, hey, you were traveling with one guy, he disappeared, and now you have a brand new guy that you completely trust. Like that would not they would catch on to that.
Mm.
Just so that you're aware. But other people,
I mean, I do want to point out you did
specifically the
just
Silver
show
Order.
them getting tricked by this.
What's that?
Well,
You
it was
did
the
literally
Queen of
just
Thieves.
show
Like,
them getting tricked by a hat of disguise, not
Hat
5 minutes
of
ago in
Disguise
game.
that they weren't. So the Hat of Disguise, the Queen of Thieves, disguised herself as someone that they knew but wasn't around. And as that person appeared, she disappeared. And she wasn't in their face about it. She was off to the side, just sort of listening in. They weren't paying attention to her. Um, she was just disguised as someone that they would say, "Oh yeah, they're allowed to be here," and then continue on without interacting with her directly, which is very different than a brand new
yeah.
person joining a group and going up and be like, "Hey, listen to me." um, those are very different situations.
Understandable.
Anywho, though, I don't know that we necessarily need to trick them anyway. I say we don't worry about the bomb.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because if we don't know if they're not if we don't know they're not just going to like randomly set it off, I'm not sure we should bring it with them.
Right.
Fair enough.
All right, so we kind of have a plan, and then after that, presumably, we get all these factions together. Then we go get the last key. I get my paperwork. Then, presumably, we're ready to go to the castle. Um, I do have greater invisibility on my ring, which would let me potentially make Drexel invisible briefly. Um, have we ever encountered a bag of holding?
Uh, I don't think so. Not yet. You might have had the option to buy one at some point, but it was too expensive, maybe?
Do you think maybe
Sounds right.
the Do you think maybe the queen might loan us one? I'm just thinking it's a nice way to smuggle uh Drexel bodily outside.
There's also a good point about the invisibility is should we load up our rings with some invisibility spells from Rune Weaver and just to kind of help us out at this stealth mission?
Let's see.
Is that a spell that he has or River has?
Uh, he does not. Runeweaver does not have invisibility. Um,
Or a pass without trace or something?
no, neither of them have invisible. Oh, I lied. River actually has greater invisibility.
That's level 4 though, so it's going to take up almost the whole ring because that's what I have.
Yep,
Um, Amnar, you can cast second level spells, right?
he should be able to.
Yeah.
Um,
I have.
you can
Yeah.
cast pass without trace. You just have to prepare it.
Yeah. I do have that. Yeah.
I mean, that's huge. Plus 10 stealth for everyone.
Yeah, but just think that Hudson and me are pretty bad at stealth.
But I
Plus
mean,
10, very helpful.
+10 is a huge benefit if you're bad at stealth.
I mean, yeah, +10 is like expertise, and you already have a +4 modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah, +10 is basically saying you can roll no lower than a 10.
No, you underestimate how bad I am at stealth. Roll a 9.
He
Put
can
a
lower.
+10.
I mean, average roll is going to be 10.5. So you could potentially roll low, but chances are good you're going to be in like the upper teens or 20s even.
True.
So I think we got some good options on how to get out. And especially like they probably have like an encampment, right? Like not like a fortified keep.
Yes,
Like so
that
really
is.
we're just like going in a straight line out of the camp
They do
until we
have
are out.
they have been camped out for a while. There are some light fortifications, but nothing like a stone wall or anything. At most, anything they have would be wooden, um, easy enough to break apart or find gaps in or things like that. Um, yeah.
All right, sounds like we have a plan. Um if your ring is empty, greater invisibility is not a bad idea. Um or even a pass without trace from Amnar. Just have a backup, but I don't know that we want to load all of them with it just because it's the whole ring basically.
Right.
But I guess that's an option too, though. Although she wouldn't have 4 more of those, right?
Greater invisibility.
Yeah.
Um,
She can probably only cast like 2 of those.
that's a 4th level spell. She has 3 slots. Um, and it seems unlikely that she would have used any 3rd level or 4th level spells. So yeah, she can do it 3 times.
I mean, I've already got 1. If 3 of you wanted to empty your ring, when we put the Hat of Disguise on Finch, all they see is one dude walking for the door.
You can also cast greater invisibility on someone you touch. So you
That's
could
true.
use it on Elias Drexel.
Then I could Batman.
The Ultra Batman.
And I suppose we could always fill a ring back up later on too when we run into these guys.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess I don't mind to put a greater invisibility in my ring. I'll lose the spell that was in there.
Then you can also get a level 1 spell as well to make it up to 5.
Anything good on there?
River has Detect Magic, Mage Armor, and Shield.
You can shove a smite in it.
Um,
What's my
Rune Weaver has Mage Armor, Magic Missile, and Thunder Wave. Yeah, you could put your own smite in there if you wanted. You could put a shield in there so that you don't have to waste a spell slot to use shield. Yeah, a couple different options there. Hudson might have some healing stuff. I don't know. Amnar might have something. Get Amnar to. Oh no, that's concentration. I was gonna say to put Hunter's Mark in there,
Okay, what's
but
the Zephyr one that gives you like allows you to run away super quick?
yeah, that's another good one. Could get Elias Drexel out quickly, even if you get spotted.
Be a good idea. Yeah, no opportunity attacks.
All right. So we could keep thinking on this. Anything else we need to do before we rest? Was there anything?
Level
Oh,
up.
who wants the cloak of protection?
Can anybody even take it? I think it might be a. I think it might be attunement. I'm not
It
sure.
is. And I feel like it makes the most sense on Finch or Bull, but Finch is about to attune another item.
It might make the most sense on Bull, especially since he can't wear like normal armor.
Actually, he can wear medium armor. I'm pretty sure.
He just
He just can't
loses
wear heavy. Yeah,
his unarmored bonus.
yeah, yeah. Cloak of Protection does require attunement, but it does give you a +1 to armor class.
You
I
know,
mean,
it wouldn't be.
I would make room for it, but I don't know that I'm the one that makes the most sense.
Yeah, I mean it's a great thing for literally anybody, but it might just make the most sense on Bull.
Yeah, I guess I'd have to give up my ring of spell storage because like a ring of free action means like difficult terrain doesn't bother me, and my bracers of the give me armor of a Gavis, and that's pretty dope as well.
Do you have to attune to your axe?
No, most of the time you don't have to attune to weapons.
So don't have to attune to my new axe, so I'd have to give up like the ring of spell storage. It's probably what I give up. I just shoved healing
Or
spells in
the
that.
or the ring of free action. I mean, how often are you coming across difficult terrain anyway, right?
In a ruined city, right?
I was teasing. I think it's come in handy more than once.
Oh, it makes just running up on people so easy. It's like I can ignore all terrain.
But that being said, for this specific mission coming up, the ring of spell storing might be more useful. Or maybe both would be more useful than the cloak. I don't know.
The cloak saves
If you
a lot of HP.
if you want to hold on to your stuff, I could potentially shift out my mercenaries pauldron for now. It's only sort of situationally useful for me because I have two different ways to use a bonus action to get advantage, which is mostly what it does. I mean, I'm always in
Yeah,
favor
I
of
think for
getting hit
now.
less. All right. Um, so we know Oscar Yorn ran away. Deal with that another day. I assume we will find him in some sort of boss lair where he has turned himself into a monster.
Maybe. You guys seem pretty bent on rushing the castle at this point. But
I mean,
if
that's
you
also true.
explore, who knows?
Castle mid boss. He'll be in the
Oh,
basement.
there are castle mid bosses. Don't you worry.
I'm pretty sure the Crown of Shadows is in the castle, right? Didn't we discuss that?
Yes, the
Okay.
crown is in the castle.
The only other item that we're missing, like unaccounted for, is the Chancellor's Crest, which is in the sewers.
Yep.
I mean, if the city quits being on fire, we could go get both of them. But if we feel like there's still a time crunch, that covers my bases and gets us another one. And then we just pass on the Chancellor's Crest.
Well, that can be a discussion for after storming the Silver Order camp. For now, your all's plan is to long rest, meet up with a representative from the Queensman, and go try to get Elias Drexel. Is that accurate?
We gotta go get our man back.
And don't forget the level up, but yeah.
Okay. And everybody's got their rings of spell storing and everything attuned. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. Then in that case,
Okay.
you guys can long rest. And yeah, do a level up.
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh my god.
I don't even know what I get at this level.
I get an AS5.
You guys are level 9 now, right?
Yeah.
I'm all thrown off from multi-class though. Ooh, I get more expertises. And that's it. But honestly, I could have really used them today.
Yeah, there's a reason I waited until the end of the session to level you guys up.
How important do I think insight is going to be in the long?
You used it a lot tonight.
Insight versus persuasion.
And get that 20 charisma.
You know what? I've never used. I think I've used Steve's tools once.
There was that whole battle at the top of the Amethyst Academy tower where you used thieves' tools a lot, trying to disarm the machine that was opening the portal.
I feel like I also rolled badly every time, and it didn't end up mattering. Yeah, I'm gonna go insight and persuasion because I know that I'll use those a lot.
Never know what might be needed when you storm the castle.
With that bump to charisma, that's a bump to everybody's saving throws too.
Woot woot.
I'm sure we're going to need that in the castle.
It's funny, I just sort of forget about Unleash Incarnation because it's literally my only long rest anything on my entire character.
What's your only long rest thing?
Unleash Incarnation. When I attack, the Echo can make an extra attack. And it's really nice, but a lot of times I go action surge, attack, unleash, and I burn the whole thing in like one turn. And then I don't have it again for like a month and a half of real time. I have 21 AC and 69 health.
How do you have your AC so high? Oh my goodness.
So I have the um, Serpent Scale armor, which is 13 AC, but then it also lets me use my full dex bonus, which puts me up to 17 AC. And then I have no, I'm one off. Oh, the serpent, there's a +1. I was trying to read the text, but it's very tiny. Oh, sorry, the weight is 13. The base AC is 16. Oh, whoa, hold up. CJ, you might be about to be real mad. I have been undercounting my AC. Let me double check this. This doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I don't
21,
know.
you're undercounting it?
Yep, that's why I'm double checking. Okay, scale mail. No, it's correct. Okay, that's what I had to do to get the armor to read correctly with the serpent scale. I had to bake my dex mod into it. So 21 is correct.
Okay. That's with the cloak of protection you just
Yeah.
got?
Oh, I don't have the. It's not the whole dex mod. It treats it like regular scale mail because it doesn't know how to let me use my dexterity. So it's 14 for the scale mail, 4 for dexterity. That's 18. My shield is 20. Cloak is 21.
Wow. I'm gonna have to make you start tanking.
I mean, I
don't think
sort
I
of do.
had a shield.
What?
I said I didn't realize you had a shield.
Yep. Well, I did that level one fighter to get all those proficiencies. Or no, sorry, level 1. I did level 1 rogue, but I still get shield proficiency as a fighter.
And what's your hit points? You said
69.
oh, okay.
It will slowly be worse and worse because I have 3 levels of fighter hit points on there, and now increasingly rogue hit dice, which is going to be a point or 2 lower.
Anyway, yeah, with that, we will call it for the night. I know there wasn't a lot of action, but I also wasn't really sure what you guys were going to do. Next time, we will be sneaking into the Silver Order camp.
Right.
And you guys will be
Exciting.
fully restored from your long rest.
Nice.
Sound good?
Yes.
Sounds good.
I
Sounds
might do
good.
cast flame strike.
Just right now in our living quarters or where we're sleeping.
It smells like an orbital laser. It's
And
gonna be fun.
yeah, so I will get off of here and talk to you guys next week.
See you then.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.